Jesuit priest James Martin has said, "People have the right to name themselves. Using those names is part of respect." Here he was talking about the LGBT community, which he feels has been marginalized by the Catholic Church. But here is what he had to say about ex-gays.
I note, just for the record, that a lot of people who are critiquing me online are self-professed. This is not my sort of reading into it. This is, they will say this on their websites, former gays. So it's a lot of former gay people. And I would say that, there's a lot of conflict going on. So it's sad, because what happens is their own junk inside gets focused outwards and on people who are actually trying to live a more integrated life.
I consider myself a man made in the image and likeness of God. I don't care for the classification ex-gay, but like many of the awkward identities in the LGBT community, it is a descriptive term that I use for expediency. While James Martin has repeatedly condemned those outside and within the church for marginalizing the LGBT community, he does the same thing when he marginalizes and mocks ex-gays. One of the main critiques against conservative and specifically Christian approaches to homosexuality is that gay men and women have been pathologized, yet James Martin does the same exact thing against ex-gays. James Martin wrote, "This is what Jesus did. He lived alongside us, took our side, even died like us. This is what the church is called to do with all marginalized groups. As Pope Francis has reminded us, including with LGBT Catholics, to experience their lives and to suffer with them." James Martin has criticized the hierarchy for not getting to know gay men and women. But James Martin, have you gotten to know ex-gays? James Martin often says that the church needs to know the stories and experiences of the LGBT community. But has he gotten to know the experiences and stories of ex-gays? So far, I don't think he has, or he wouldn't be so willing to dismiss and pathologize our call to accept the truth. If you want to meet a group that's been truly marginalized within the Catholic Church, it's those men and women with same-sex attraction who have earnestly tried to live and embody the teachings of the Catholic Church. Well, I was thankful for Courage and the priest chaplains. Meetings were often clandestine. They took place late at night in a windowless basement room at the cathedral in San Francisco. I felt like this was the church of the catacombs. In the majority of Catholic parishes, which are near large gay neighborhoods in the San Francisco Bay Area, to this day, I am not welcome there. Why is it okay to pathologize the motivations, thoughts, and lives of ex-gay men and women, but it's considered homophobic to even consider any alternatives for the origins of homosexuality? James Martin believes that gay men and women were born that way, that in fact God made us gay. Therefore, anyone that denies their homosexuality is in fact denying their birthright or their God-given identity. The same sort of intolerance, marginalization, and bigoted statements that James Martin accuses Catholics, specifically the Catholic hierarchy, of making against the LGBT community, he does the same exact thing towards ex-gays. What he accuses others of doing, he himself does. If you really want to build a bridge to the marginalized, start with ex-gays. Not only is it difficult for us sometimes to find help within the church and in society, but we've also been rejected by the LGBT community as traitors. Here are some tweets and messages that I have received. Ex-gay, you might want to start working on that lisp, you queen. A self-hating gay guy is all he is. Look in the mirror, you big queen, you're still gay. I bet you suck, censored, every night. Now you're old and ugly, so you spend all your time attacking gays. It's very difficult for us to find compassion, understanding, and sensitivity. James Martin says that ex-gays or former gays have junk inside of us. Well, perhaps someone who is ex-gay wrote or said something unkind to you, but does that give you permission to marginalize all of us? This is not compassionate, and this is not sensitive, and you're not listening to our stories. And as far as being integrated, we believe that we have truly integrated our lives with the way that God created us as men and women made in His image. James Martin, we're all sinners, and I think to some degree we all have junk inside of us. But as ex-gay men and women, I think we may be a little more willing to admit it.